Another fine day, another wonderful day, another beautiful day, another good day for us to get together and have conversations that can move us from point A to point B, conversations that can transform our communities, conversations that will get us to where we want to be. Um, so many years ago, probably 6, 7, 8 years, I met him, and one of those persons who came when we were still doing the apartment. I bet you guys, I'm not even sure I knew what was happening. I think you came one time to the house
Yes,
also when I was
yeah.
doing
I've been, yeah,
photography.
photography at
Okay.
home. Yeah.
So today is unique. Today is special. I'm going to be talking to two people who came when I did not even know what I was doing. So they actually were my guinea pig. I'm sure when they walked in here today, they were like, okay, it's getting serious. And yes, it's getting serious. That's why
Right.
they're here. We all are about community. We are always about what we can do to get things to the next level. Welcome, man of God.
Thank you so much, Nsako
Mhm.
Toride.
Yeah.
We are happy to be here.
Oh, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Mr. Gibbet.
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Nasako, and you are the man of the hour. We're glad to be here.
I actually don't know what man of the hour means, but I accept the title. We are here to talk about our community, just like I will always say on Toride, just like you always say on your podcast, just like you always call me to talk about the community,
Right.
what who is doing, and how we can actually get together. Church and soccer. Let us start from there. No, no, no. Let's start from the beginning. For the
Okay.
few people who might not know who you are,
Okay.
tell us who you are, what you do, where you from.
Okay.
Mhm,
Uh, Thank you so much,
mhm,
Nsako Toride.
mhm,
It's so amazing to see how far Toride have come
mhm,
and how far Toride have grown. Uh, my name is Pastor Bisang. I'm from Manu,
mhm,
precisely from my father is from Afap, my
mhm,
mother is from Awele,
mhm.
a very close village to Kembong. I know a lot of people know Kembong. Um, I am the president of Cameroonian pastors in DFW.
Wow. Mhm. Mr. Gilbert,
Yes.
names, where you from, what you do.
All right. Thank you. I am Gilbert Samba. A lot of people think I'm from the Southwest, right? I think that's because grew up there and married from the Southwest, but I'm from the Northwest,
Mhm,
Momo to be precise, Bengui.
mhm.
And I'm a pastor here in the Dallas area and married with three kids to my beautiful wife, Favor. And my background is journalism and mass communication from UB. And we are here to just, have this conversation. And I'm really passionate about building our community,
Mhm,
especially when we look at other communities within in the diaspora, the Nigerian community, the Ghanaian community, the Congolese community. There's
mhm.
more unity within those communities compared to the Cameroonian community. So anything that has to do with our community building, I'm very passionate about it.
I like that. Before I forget, let me go ahead and share the video. If you feel like you want to share also, I
Yeah,
think it should be already on
sure.
Toride. I think now will be time for me also to make sure the sound online is good. And thank everyone who is watching. It's going to be a fun conversation. My Sparkly is watching.
Our we
Spark, how are
more.
we? Oh God, man, that guy. We are proud. We are happy for you, Sparkle. Yeah, not enough fine like when some person they succeed go and almost every person in the community feel like they deserve them. You've been patient. You don't actually walk and walk and walk, and we see how we God don't put your hand, they take you go different level. Sparkle, share me the video. And every other person who's watching, please go ahead and share the video. We just want to have conversations like always on Toridi, conversations that can help us get better. That is why I always try to reach out to people who know better than me, people who don't only know better than me, but they are already doing things for the community. We call it hangout because yeah, we just sit and we talk. Most of the times, these are conversations I have with people. Like Pastor Bison will always call me in, hey, Toride, what is happening? I noticed this, I noticed that. Can you do this? Can you do that? What do you think I should be doing? And if I think if we continue to have these conversations, instead of having conversations about people, our community will get better. Uh, Man of God,
Yes, sir.
I want to start from beginning.
Okay.
When they talk about church, for you, where to be church?
Church, pretty much, it's an institution,
Mm-hmm.
designed to serve,
Mm-hmm.
nothing more. I give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
By profession,
Yeah.
I am a project manager.
Yeah.
I'm an IT project manager.
Go ahead.
At the same time, I'm a cleric, but then there's a passion to serve. So we can't do church without service. And that is why we're here today. We want to serve our community, and which we're going to be talking about in a little bit deeper. So, church is a divine institution
Mm-hmm.
that is designed to serve the people.
Wow. Mr. Samba,
Yes.
how long have you been a Christian?
Yeah, being a Christian, I was born as a Christian
Mm-hmm.
from birth. I haven't been in other religions,
Mm-hmm.
but talking about maybe a relationship with the Lord and
Mhm.
knowing what it means to serve the Lord, that's to be born again.
Yeah.
That happened about the age of 15. So
Yeah.
that's quite been about some, 20 years ago. Yes, that has happened.
How has it been for you?
It's been a great journey. It's been a great life. It's been the best life to live because I say life begins when you find your purpose.
Wow.
And to
Yeah.
find your purpose, you must go to your creator.
Wow.
There's an illustration of Miles Monroe who talks about, for you to find your purpose, you must get to the manufacturer.
Mhm.
Every object or whatever is designed is built. Automobiles, computers, even cameras, everything that is built has a manual
Mhm.
that is created or put together by the manufacturer.
Yeah.
And the manual is what tells and describes the purpose of that object that is built. The same thing with us human beings. We did not just fall out of the sky. We were created by God.
Yeah.
And when God created every one of us, he had a purpose for us. And so the real time life begins. It's when you begin to find your purpose. And when that happens, is when you meet your creator. And that's the born again experience. And it's been an amazing journey.
Man of God, it's difficult to hear you talk about the community without talking about the church, or talk about the church without talking about the community. What
Yeah.
is it that you understand about the church and the community that makes you always want to put these two in the same bowl?
Let me go back to Christology.
Mhm.
When I use the word Christology, I'm talking about the life of Christ, who is the role model for the church. Everything Christ did was all about the people, was all about the community.
Oh.
Over 90% of his life on planet Earth was outside of the four walls of the church.
Oh.
He was always out there serving the people,
Mhm.
socializing with the people, interacting with the people, mourning with the people, laughing with the people, jubilating with the people. So if you look at the 21st century methodology of doing churchianity,
Mhm.
we have actually stepped out of the concept of Christology because we stay in the church instead of taking the church to the community.
Oh.
So what we are trying to do is to let our people know that if there's any wall between the non-cleric,
Yeah.
it should be broken.
Wow.
We are one. We are a people.
Yeah.
We should stand together, laugh together, play soccer together, celebrate together,
Yeah.
and shake hands together.
Very true.
Yeah.
Mr. Samba, so
Yes.
in your 18 years, what do you think has been the relationship between the church and the community for you personally?
I'll piggy from what Pastor just mentioned there.
Yeah.
And I really like the way he brought it because I thought I was going to be the one to shake that table, but he already shook it really good so I can be comfortable to pick up from there. If we look at the life of Christ,
Mhm.
he spent less than 10% of his life in the synagogue. His ministry was outdoor. He lived there. He started by the lake, fishermen calling them on their job. He went to a wedding in Cana. He
Right.
was with the community. He went to when his friend Lazarus died. Those were the places he went. So ministry for Jesus was out there, not in the synagogue.
Yeah.
But for the past, like you talk about my experience for 18 years, the church has kind of isolated itself.
Wow.
They've lived within themselves. It's gradually improved, but it's been, way back it was worse, where the church saw the world as people that they didn't have anything to do with them, which is the opposite
Right.
of what it's supposed to be. And I
Right.
think when conversations like this come up, I'm happy because it's a moment for us to redefine what that is all about.
Man of God, you're actually president of Cameroonian Pastors.
Correct.
For those who probably don't know the organization,
Okay.
can you just explain?
Well, CPMF is Cameroonian Pastors and Ministers in Diaspora, and it started here in Dallas. And I think if you go around the United States, this is the only successful and existing Cameroonian clerical organization.
Yeah.
So we are a 501c3 compliance, which means we have a federal status.
Yeah.
And we are legal. We are not hidden. So this is also an opportunity and a call out to any and every other Cameroonian minister, either by birth, by marriage, by any relationship, to come join CPMF.
Yeah.
So we are an institution whereby we support ourselves. We minister to ourselves. What I mean by that is this: pastors spend a lot of time, we preach to people, but sometimes we need to be preached to.
Wow.
So this is pretty much an institution where we also hold ourselves accountable, where we, check all the doctrines and all of that. It pretty much helps us to be in order. But above all, our primary objective is love.
Mr. Samba, so for you, what do you think is the role of the church in our community?
The church has a primary role in the community to shine the light, to shine the light of Christ. That's our primary role. The Bible talks about you are a city on a hill. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. That was God speaking to the church. And the only place where light is needed is in darkness. Light is not needed in light because it's already light. So the role of the church as light is to go into darkness and shine the light. And that darkness is outside the church. But interestingly, like I said, for a long time, we've all come with our different lights and we are all rejoicing in the building where it's all light. And then the community is out there, it's dark, and we are not going out to do that work. So our role is to carry our light of love, light of healing, light of hope of salvation, all of that. That's what the role of the church is supposed to be in the community.
Man of God, I know there's a soccer game coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Why did you decide to do that?
It's amazing because I look at the community and there is pretty much a big breach, a gap between the pastoral Cameroonians and a regular Cameroonian, and I observe that the only place where we have the opportunity to interact, now when man die,
that's true.
At Wake Keeps.
Yeah.
I noticed that only Wake Keeps that
Bring
we see everybody,
Yeah.
the pastors and the non-pastors, will come together. And I started thinking, how can we bridge this gap? What can we do out of the box? And I realized that God dropped the idea in my spirit that our people are soccer lovers. And normal Cameroonian love soccer. Even right in your mother's womb, you love soccer. So I love soccer. A lot of people have asked me, Pastor, what is the strategy when you have some other pastors like. I'm going to mention a name. Somebody even said, "Do you expect our father, Dr. Samita Bufo, to play?"
Hey,
And I said, "No. The strategy is this: they don't know, but we have a lot of young pastors who are very skillful."
yeah,
And we have a lot of Christians. We are networking with over 20 churches, Cameroonian churches in DFW.
yeah.
So we are trying to identify. As a matter of fact, Evangelist Gilbert, he is one of our key player.
Yeah.
He's our nine.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
no, he runs like fire.
Okay.
Let's wait for that day then.
So I haven't played for a long time, but I will play.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Apostle Mark Fondo
Yeah.
is going to be our goalkeeper.
I you too.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, so it's going to be amazing. So we thought about it that this will be an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
We are not coming there to preach. We are just coming there to socialize,
Mm-hmm.
to play, to shake hands, to eat together, and walk away.
Wow.
Relationships start somewhere, and this is the day.
Now, what if someone told you, "Hey, you guys are pastors. Why don't you just pray for God to fix our relationship? Why do you guys have to come and play with us to fix the relationship?" What would you say to them?
Yeah, I'll tell them God will not do what he has put in the hands of men to do, because God will not come from heaven to do what he has put you on earth to do.
Wow.
You know, as a matter of fact, there's a story we heard from Archbishop Benson Idahosa where there was a contention between the witches that came to have a conference in Nigeria, and the senior witch or whoever the president said, well, even if God comes down from heaven, this meeting is going to hold, the meeting of witches is going to hold. And Idahosa said, well, God doesn't need to come down from heaven because I am here. So God has put in our responsibility to bridge the gap. He put us
Wow.
here to show love. He put us here to come to the people that need us. He doesn't need to come because we are an extension of God on the earth realm.
Man of God,
Yes, sir.
what do you think our community still don't understand about the church?
Very good question and very sensitive question, but I will try to address it in my own way. First of all, the community have not yet embraced the church.
Mhm.
They have not yet accepted the church, in which I don't blame them. And one of the key reasons I see is because we ourselves have been too far
Mhm.
from the community. And that is one major setback. They've not embraced the church because we have not really shown them that love.
Mhm.
And this time around, we are trying to change the narrative, the dynamic of the game.
Mhm.
We want to be more proactive
Mhm.
with our community. We want to be involved at every level and in every capacity. We want them to feel us, to breathe us, to see us. They know us, but they don't see us. So we want them now to see us.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yes. I was going to add something to what
Okay.
Pastor just said there. Powerful, Pastor. And I think this is by experience, right?
Thank
People have mentioned about the church as a place where it's for the holy people.
Right.
It's for the righteous people.
Right.
And so if I am dirty, if I am this unclean person, I shouldn't come in there. And I think like you rightly said, that has been because of the image that the church has presented.
Right.
The church is not for the clean. The
Right.
church is for the
The
dirty,
unclean.
the
Correct.
unclean to
Correct.
come and get cleansed.
Right.
So I think that's the key thing that the community has not understood, that
Mhm.
it's not for the clean.
Right.
It's for the unclean to
Mhm.
come and get cleansing. That's one major thing which sometimes people have said, mentioned that.
Thank
I wanted
you.
to just add that.
Yeah.
Man of God,
Yes, sir.
what is your prediction for the game? It's Arlington Veteran, and these guys are really good. I'm part of Arlington Veteran.
I know.
Oh.
I know. I know
Oh,
he is. Yeah, he is.
You're not a vet.
Yeah. When he started
You
asking the
still too young.
questions,
You
he was
think
like,
so?
we.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, he's part of. Well, first of all, I want to say shout out to Coach Nathan
Mhm.
Fugwe.
Okay.
and the president,
Yeah.
uh, the assistant coach,
Yeah.
Martin Aziz.
Mhm.
All of them, I want to say thank you for collaboration.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I know when we pretty much began the communication on phone, it looked like, it's just madness.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, they saw the genuinity and they saw how serious we were coming.
Okay.
Right. So I don't want to make any predictions.
Yeah.
I just want to say our community, when I can see. So we too, we know how for knocking them back.
I like that.
I
like that,
Do you
Pastor.
have any predictions?
Well, if the apostle has spoken from that level, he's just trying not to intimidate you all, because if he gives what is on his heart, you all may not show up for the game. So I will go in that light to say, come and see for yourself that day.
Let's assume that Arlington Veteran is praying to win and the church is praying to win also. Who is God going to stand with?
Oh my God, what a question. Okay. Well, I believe that God's intention overall is just to see his children happy,
That's true.
socialize, interact.
Mhm.
So to us, it's not about who wins
Mhm.
or who loses, but just that opportunity for us to have that friendly competition through soccer.
That's true.
Right. And of course, we are coming as the underdogs. The veterans of Arlington, they've been practicing. This is a long-standing, one of the long-standing soccer club in DFW.
That's true.
These guys, they have skills. So overall, God will be happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boss Gilbert.
Yes.
What was the question? I had a specific question I wanted to ask you. I think it's keep my mind. So on that day, is it just going to be soccer, or besides soccer, we have other fun things we can do? Because at the end of the day, especially with Arlington veterans, yeah, it's about men, but we are trying to make sure it's not just about men, the women, the kids, and so besides soccer, is there any other thing we?
I'm sorry, before
Yeah.
Evangelist Gilbert respond to that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we're going to have barbecue on that day.
Okay.
Right. There's going to be barbecue.
Yeah.
And we have also partnered with Amazing Health.
Yeah.
Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
Amazing Grace Clinic
Mhm.
under the patronage of Dr. Francis Bessiban.
Yeah.
So they have assured us they will be on ground
Mhm.
to provide, hydrating and energy boosters.
Yeah.
Of course, they know that pastors haven't played for long.
You have to be on
They'll be on
standby.
standby for any emergency, medical emergencies.
Yeah.
And so that's one strong partner who is coming to support us.
Mhm.
So we're going to have barbecue.
Yeah.
There will be finger foods.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of ice drinks, soda, name it. So it's not just limited to just soccer. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And as a matter of fact, one of our partners just confirmed with us today, which I want to use the opportunity to also triple care clinic.
Yeah.
They also assured us that they are coming to support this game.
Mhm.
And because of this game, Triple Care Clinic
Mhm.
have decided to give teachers, and they have, what is that again? Okay, they have special treatment for teachers,
Mhm.
and all nurses 20% off
Wow.
any laser hair removal.
Wow.
Yeah, so they are doing this promo strictly to support this game.
Support the game.
Wow.
Right. So let me say it again. The Triple Care Clinic
Yeah.
is doing a $20 promo
Mhm.
specifically for teachers and nurses. If you want to take care of any hair in your body, Triple Care Clinic is doing a special promo for this game.
Wow.
Right.
Awesome.
Evangelist Gilbert,
Yes.
building our community in games like this, what do you think people should understand? Let me say, give them a good reason why they should attend, even if you're not playing, you just want to be part of the project, and let's just do what we can do.
Yes. So games like this, there'll be a lot of people that are coming
Mhm.
not just because they're playing,
Mhm.
but for that spirit of camaraderie, right?
Yeah.
That fun, that moment of interaction. Like Pastor said, sadly, the only place we meet is when somebody dies. Like,
Mhm.
looks like we have to wait for somebody to die before we come together, which should not be so.
Mm.
So this would be a fun place to come. Our women should come, our wives should come, the ladies, the men, everybody should be able to come in there and just have that fun experience. Like Pastor said, it's not about a win and lose thing. It's about that, fellowship. It's a
Mhm.
moment of fellowship with one another. And that being said, that's not to say that we are not coming there to win the game, because when the anointing came upon Elijah, he was able to overtake Ahab. So we are coming there with the anointing. And even though they've been veterans and training, the
Yeah.
anointing will make the difference that day.
You're challenging Arlington veteran.
Yes.
That's a good one, though.
As a
And,
matter of fact, I have a hat trick in that game. A hat
okay.
trick. So I'm not playing. It's gonna be serious. Yes.
Maybe we probably take you to Austin or the National Veteran Tournament after that. Man of God,
Yes,
what
sir.
would be your message to your people at this time?
Well, I want to encourage every Cameroonian family
Mhm.
in DFW to come out and be a part of this game.
Mhm.
We have a lot of families who have decided to be in closed doors.
Mhm.
Please come and support either the veterans of Arlington
Mhm.
or the Pastors FC. But overall, come out and socialize
Mhm.
with the community. We need you. We want to know you.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, this is an opportunity for us to know each other.
Boss Gilbert,
Yes.
tell us about your podcast.
Oh, thank you so much. I do Facebook Live every Monday,
Mhm.
and that happens at 5 p.m. Central, 1 hour or 1 hour and a half. And that the purpose of that, it's called Empowerment Hour.
Mhm.
It's a moment to empower the body of Christ, empower the community with different topics, ranging from spiritual Christian topics to topics that have to deal with society.
Mhm.
And the goal of that is just empowerment, right? Like the name says, Empowerment Hour is to empower our people
Mhm.
with topics and questions that may just be in the minds of people and nobody has an opportunity or a forum to discuss that. We bring those up, talk about them, educate the community, and just empower one another.
Oh, man of God, tell us about AGCC, please.
Thank you.
I know if I don't bring it up, you will never bring it up. So.
All for God Christian Center. It's a
Yeah.
non-denominational Christian center in DFW.
Yeah.
We around the Garland area, the Garland. So if you live in Dallas,
Mhm.
Garland, Forney, Plano, Richardson,
Yeah.
we encourage you to come worship with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
When? Which days?
We meet every Sunday.
Mhm.
For now, we don't have Wednesday services.
Mhm.
So Sundays our time at 10:30 in the morning.
Mhm.
Right.
What are we supposed to do if we're supposed to get on your podcast?
All you have to do is just reach out to me on Facebook by my Evangelist Gilbert Samba.
Mhm.
Reach out to me, shoot me a message in my DM, and
Mhm.
talk about what is top of your heart, what is burden in your heart, and we will talk about it, pray over it, and as the Lord permits, we can sit down together and have that conversation.
Man of God, you mentioned a few partners already. I don't know if I should say partners or sponsors.
Right.
I want you to talk to our community, the importance for people, especially small businesses. Business is not even small businesses,
Right.
or individuals to
Right.
actually come out and sponsor projects like this, especially when they're happening.
Very, very good. Thank you, Nasako. When I came up with this concept,
Mhm.
I thought about we the pastors, we are busy people
Mhm.
and we don't really do physical exercise like the
Mhm.
veterans of Arlington.
Mhm.
And I thought about, okay, we're going to need, some physicians on site to
Mhm.
help us to check blood pressure, to make sure that,
Yeah.
And I thought about Amazing
Health.
Grace
Yeah.
Health
Mhm.
Clinic in Garland.
Yeah.
So immediately Dr. Francis came to my mind, we reached out to him. He talked to his partners,
Mhm.
and they were willing to come out and support us.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing among all their busy schedules.
Mhm.
We also reached out to Triple Care,
Mhm.
and they said, wow, we love this concept. For
Mhm.
that reason, we will give a promo
Yeah.
to teachers and nurses
Wow.
because of this game. If you're coming out to support this game,
Mhm.
you'll have a special discount.
Mhm.
So I want to say to the Cameroonian community, to our people,
Mhm.
that we have a lot of entrepreneurs
Yeah.
in our community. One of the best way for people to know your business is when you see a project or you hear about a project.
Yeah.
Don't wait for them to reach out to you. Reach out to them
Yeah.
and be a partner,
Yeah.
or you can be a sponsor.
Mhm.
As a matter of fact, this word sounds very big. Do you know you can say, you know what, I did bring only water,
Yeah.
and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A pack of water is just $3.
Yeah.
So you can say you're just bringing water to support the players on that day.
Yeah.
So it's not too late. I want to encourage every business out there.
Mhm.
As a matter of fact, come June 15th,
15.
June 15th,
Mhm.
come, be at the field, come with your business cards.
Mhm.
At least bring your business card. Let the community get to know what kind of businesses you do, what you offer. And you never know how many clients from the community. One good thing I love about our community is this: we love to patronize each other.
Yeah.
But then we need to know you to patronize you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Boss Gilbert, I think we have close to 30 churches in the community right now.
Yes,
Cameroonian churches.
around 25.
25.
25.
Message to all of them.
Yeah, I want to say this is a great opportunity for the church to really shine the light.
Mhm.
It will be a blunder for us to have such an opportunity that has come up. Pastor has pushed a long way. He has gone through hurdles
Mhm.
to get this moment put together. And this is our opportunity to shine the light.
Mhm.
Like we talked from the beginning, the church was not meant to isolate and stay within themselves.
Mhm.
We were meant to go out. This is the time for every pastor to talk to the congregation. This is not something you want to see as their thing. This is something you're supposed to see as our thing.
Mhm.
This flyer, this message should be in every church's WhatsApp group. Talk to your members. Put
Mhm.
that day, June 15, 5 p.m. Let's be there. This is our thing. And that is an opportunity to come out there and show love. There may be someone out there who just needs to see your face, who just needs to see the smile of that sister, who just
Mhm.
needs to get the handshake of that pastor, who just needs to hear God bless you, who hasn't heard that for months. And America can become so solitary.
Yeah.
People can become so depressed. Depression is on the rise. Just that smile on your face could make a difference in the life of someone. So come out there and you would be doing great a service unto the Lord.
Man of God, any
Yes, sir.
topic you were expecting we'll talk about that I did not bring up?
You have covered almost everything. By the way, thank you so much for also accommodating this forum. Somebody else would have said, this is not a serious business.
Mhm.
Yes, but we
How can that
appreciate
person even say that?
your flexibility to accommodate such. To me, it's all about diversity inclusion.
Mhm.
You know, um, I just want to encourage every Cameroonian family.
Mhm.
This is the right time to pretty much uh, create that atmosphere whereby we can uh, appreciate one another. And appreciation starts from communication.
Very true.
Yeah.
So the soccer game come June 15th. It's a platform for us to communicate. You can communicate through soccer. So soccer is a good platform for us to communicate and get to know ourselves. So I still want to appeal to our papa them, our mommy them,
Mhm.
our sister them, our pikin them,
Mhm.
our Christian them.
Mhm.
May all man come,
Wow.
come and support this soccer friendly match come June 15th. Thank you.
I think this was a beautiful one. It's not supposed to be long. I think before June 15, we'll probably have another segment where we'll have Arlington veterans. I don't want to be the representative today because I might start threatening people and all of that. So I'll get the right persons to get here and we have another conversation. And don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to let us know what you think. Tell someone, let them tell someone to tell another person that on the 15th, it's going to be a jamboree. It's going to be that moment where we come together and we community don't start do and they do so well. Like man of God talk, more no only the do when some person die. More come out when things like this happen. More come out when people they start their businesses. More come out when we get for come out. It will only help we get to a far more better place. Thank you very, very much. I see. Okay, not many comments. Yeah. I think this was a fine one.